at the little baby. You gonna say hi? Hey. You gonna say hi, Brighton? You gonna say hi to the people? Say hi. Y'all, he's such a good baby. He's such a sweet baby. He's such a sweet baby. You just got milk wasted? Yeah. He's so sweet, y'all. I forgot what I was coming to talk to y'all about. Oh, it's so much. I don't know where to start. I got so many stories to tell. I have a TTC story. If you're a YouTuber, you might know what that means. The trying to conceive story. I have the pregnancy story, finding the doctor story, labor and delivery story, 3 days postpartum story. Y'all see my postpartum already. Trying to find comfort. So with Braylon, I had a C-section, which is a whole nother story. And with baby Brighton, my goal from the very beginning, before I even was pregnant, was I have to have a vaginal birth. Have to, because my recovery and my downtime with Braylon, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like, nobody. Braylon was 7 months. He was 7 months and I still had a crooked walk. I was still in pain. Didn't have an epidural, so it wasn't like pain from that. My walk was crooked. I don't know if it's the way that they handled me when I had my C-section. I don't know. But everybody's body is different. And all I know is what my body went through, it took me almost a year to recover how people was recovering in like 10 to 12 months. 10 to 12 months. Like 10 to 12 weeks. It was just really hard on my body. And at that time, I was 21. You would think it would have been easier. But no, it was terrible. And I'm like, if I got to go through that again, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Because it was too much. So I did my research. Now, there was a lot that I learned from 21 to now. But there were so many doctors who just didn't meet my needs of what I wanted. Number one, look at him smiling. Hey, baby. I had to take his picture. Y'all so in love. Number one was I really wanted a black doctor. Now, if I couldn't get a black doctor, which I was trying to at first, I was searching. And I found a lady who was in Hoffman Estates. So I went all the way and was like, okay, maybe I'll go have this baby in Chicago since I found some black female doctors there. Because at first I wasn't finding any near my house in Texas. Yes, I would go home just to get the care that I needed. So I was like, well, maybe I had a baby in Chicago. And then, we'd just come back. But whatever. Started off, met with a doctor in Hoffman Estates. And their practice said that I had to see all of their doctors. So this was kind of like the same thing I was going through in the very beginning of me finding a doctor. Which I wasn't with it. I didn't want to. If I did all the time to research a doctor and follow their credentials and everything and decide to go to them, I didn't want to be forced to see other doctors. What was the whole point of me doing my research of who I wanted to see, you know what I mean? So basically that's what happened. I was like, no, I'm going back home. So I did some research. I found an amazing doctor in Texas, and she is like the closest thing, like for real. I felt like my doctor was like my sister, my BFF. Like, I've never seen a doctor like this. So I found me a educated black female doctor who looks like me, who wasn't, how can I say it? Like, we could talk on a first name basis. It wasn't just I don't know. It was just a great experience. She was awesome. She took her time with me. She listened to what I wanted. She knew on my first visit, like, look, I had a cesarean. It was unnecessary. It wasn't an emergency. The doctors had just got, the hospital I was in, they just got inpatient. And at that time, I was on, I had a medical card or whatever. So y'all know they get paid more when you got a medical card. So I think all of those things, just being young and not knowing, just became and played a factor or whatever. So anywho, me and my doctor, that's my girl, we like this. So I had to find somebody I was comfortable with, because this is the way I looked at it. If having a VBAC was so serious, how they say it was serious, or anyway, pregnancy is serious in itself. Cesarean, VBAC, however you get the baby out. Just being pregnant alone, trying to make it past your first 3 months is a serious thing. So I knew that I wanted a doctor who looked like me. Why? Because I just felt like the connection would be there. When she looked at me, I want her to think about her sister, her cousin, her aunt. You know what I mean? I wanted there to be a connection that if my life was in jeopardy, you're going to do whatever it is that you need to do or take more precautions. I just feel like that. But whatever. I just wanted to be with somebody that I was comfortable with. That last experience I had with all of these male doctors and just being negative and, you know, not relating or understanding or listening to what I wanted or what I needed, I just wasn't having it this time around. So anyway, loved my doctor. So I'm going to say that I did my research. Don't let nobody tell you that just because you had an experience that you have to have one. Now, granted, if you want to have a cesarean just because that's your personal preference, it's nothing wrong with that. But my recovery was so bad, I didn't want to experience that again. So that was just me. I know some people a week out the hospital after a C-section, they cool. That wasn't me. So my thing was I wanted to have a vaginal birth. I also wanted to experience a vaginal birth, which was so freaking cool. But yeah, was my labor long? Yes, it was. I went in on Wednesday night. I had him Friday morning at 4 in the morning. So that's the thing too. A lot of doctors get irritated. They're not trying to wait on you for 2 days to have no baby. And my doctor was on call for me. That's what was so cool, that nobody was going to deliver my baby but her. So that's another thing. It was just so cool. The experience was so cool. When other places or other hospitals or practices, if you go in labor, if your doctor sleep or they not on call for that particular shift, you get whatever doctor is available. Nope, not with me. So I kind of felt special.
With her first baby, and her second baby, and her first baby, and her second baby, and now her girl.
Okay, for that intermission. Hi, Bray.
Hi, Mommy, guess what?
Bray, I'm in the middle of a video. You made me forget what I was going to say. Trying to tell them about our experience at the hospital. You want to tell them about your experience? Come on real quick. You can cut in.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Come on.
Good, Mom.
You good? You seen your baby brother born?
Yes.
Why you not going to tell him?
Huh?
Tell him. You didn't cut in the video now. Should have never intervened.
I didn't know you was on the video.
Who you thought I was talking to? Somebody.
Auntie Bree.
Okay. I thought I was talking to Auntie Bree. Anywho. Did my research and found a doctor at the end of the day who just met the needs of what I wanted. So my advice is, if you go to a doctor for anything, whether it's pregnancy related or not, and you're not feeling the vibe of the doctor, first of all, you're not feeling like you're getting the best care, then go somewhere else. Like, I went to 1, 2, 3, 4 different practices in a matter of like a month to find what I wanted. Go somewhere else. It's that simple. It's that simple. Don't go nowhere where you're not comfortable when it comes to being taken care of. Uh-oh. I gotta change this diaper. We gotta go.